Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. The Summer I Turned Pretty episode 3 just dropped today and I watched it and now I have my notes and my yapping, and so welcome to the second video in this series of me doing this fun little yap sesh of me yapping about The Summer I Turned Pretty. Let's yap about episode 3. Anyway, before we get into it, if you've not seen episode 1 and 2's video, you can go watch it. It will be linked in the description box. Definitely go watch it. And here's your little disclaimer that this will have spoilers. So if you've not seen episode 3, go watch that and then go watch this. This also comes out the Tuesday before episode 4 comes out. It is currently Wednesday, the day that episode 3 dropped, but this comes out the Tuesday before episode 4 comes out because you get a little recap if you've done a lot this week and you don't remember what happened. So definitely come and watch this video. I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, we've got our boxes. We've got main characters and side characters. If you are here for episode 1, you know what this is about. I did change up the side characters a little bit, so instead of it being Mia and Davis, we have Taylor's mom and Annika, who's Belly's friend. If you've read the book, you know all about Annika. She's talked about a lot, but she was not talked about a lot in episode 1 and 2, so I did not add her. I added Mia and Davis instead, but I switched up the side characters because I don't think we're going to be hearing a lot about Mia and Davis anymore, but they were important to episode 1 and 2. Now that that's all out of the way, let's yap. I'll pull one name out of here and one name out of here. I'll talk about the main character and then the side character and then their relationship towards each other. This could get dramatic, this could not get dramatic, we're gonna see. Also, I am wearing all red today. Hi everyone, this is Editing Alice. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that I wore the same sweatshirt in episode 1 and 2 and episode 3. I'm sorry. That was not purposeful. These were filmed about a week apart, and somehow I wore the same outfit. Anyway, I'm sorry. Why am I wearing all red, you ask? Because I'm Team Conrad, and obviously you know that Team Conrad is Team Red. Like Taylor Swift, you know. Okay. Anyway, now that we have all of those disclaimers out of the way, let's pick our first person. The first person we have is Belly. The first side character we have, Adam. Okay, let's get it. So, first we're going to talk about Belly. The first thing I want to mention is the ride with John. So, she rides with... John is her dad, if you do not know that. She rides with John from college to her mom's house, and they have this awkward moment of she pulls the ring that Jeremiah gives her out of her pocket and she's looking at it and she's like, I should tell him. She decides not to tell him, which I think was the right decision because I think Laurel would have been more mad if she had not told John. So I think that was the right decision. The other thing I mentioned in my notes is she tries on the ring so many times during this episode. She's always trying it on, and I think this could be one of two things. Now, the first one is just she's so in love with Jeremiah. It's so great. She's thinking about him. She really wants to wear this ring. She wants to wear his ring proudly. This is the one I don't hope for. The one I do hope for is that she's having second thoughts, that she's like, okay, hold on, is this the right decision for me? I think that it could be a mixture, but I really do hope it's number 2. Is it? Probably not, but I really do hope so. Anyway, okay, next we have Adam. So Adam is Conrad and Jeremiah's dad. So yeah, I think Adam is kind of a B-word. Like, he honestly makes me so freaking mad. He honestly makes me so freaking mad. I want to strangle this dude for so many reasons. First of all, I am 100% a Laurel lover. I think Laurel deserves way more in life, and she really got the short end of the stick, which is very sad. I think that we need to, like, be real, and I'd love to see, like, a spin-off show about Laurel, her fixing her mental health, like, everything with that. And I think Adam is kind of a jerk to Laurel with many different reasons, but I think one of the, biggest is the money thing. So we see the scene at after Susanna's like special memorial thing, they go to lunch, and Belly's looking at the menu, and we see that the surf and turf is the most expensive item on the menu, and he orders it along with Jeremiah also ordering it. Also, I want to mention that Conrad orders the salmon, which is the least expensive item. And then Belly orders something else, and then Adam's like, wait, let me just order something else. Knowing that Laurel's paying, knowing that Laurel does not make as nearly as much money as him. And I think this is a problem that we see. The other two things I put were Adam cutting off Laurel. So they're giving this toast to like all of the siblings, and she starts off the toast and he cuts her off, and I think that is so rude and disrespectful. Again, I think this dude is so disrespectful to Laurel, which makes me very sad. And then the third thing I added to this list was whenever he's making his speeches and he's talking about Jeremiah, he's like, oh, dude, you take the semester over again, and with Jeremiah's future, I guess we'll see. I literally got so mad about that, and I am mad at Jeremiah. I obviously don't like Jeremiah. I don't like him as a character or a person, but I think in that moment, that was very disrespectful to Jeremiah, and I did feel bad for Jeremiah in that moment. Even though I don't think that Jeremiah is like a good person, I think that that was very rude of him. Okay, next up we have Steven and Office Girl. Oh no! It's about to get squeamish. Oh my gosh. Steven and Office Girl. Oh no. Okay. This is what I wanted in the first episode of this, so I'm happy that it's happening this time. I'm happy that we finally have some yap to yap about. Okay, let's talk about Steven first. Okay, so, this is where things get squeamish. Steven and Office Girl have this, like, ongoing tension thing, and at the beginning of episode 3, we see him FaceTiming Office Girl, asking for help with work, but still, the fact that they're FaceTiming in his bed makes me so freaking mad. I want to scream. Oh my gosh. Okay, other things about Steven, he's obviously mad at Taylor. We see Belly and Steven's yap sesh, which I honestly kind of loved. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is like family bonding time, which I liked. And then there was the almost kiss between Taylor. So they're standing and they're yapping. And Steven's looking down at Taylor, and there's this moment where she's looking up at him, and it almost seems like they're getting a kiss, but they do not. And then there's the Taylor's mom thing. Now, the Taylor's mom thing, as I was writing this, because this was my notes from watching the TV show, raw notes from the TV show, we learned a lot about Taylor's mom in this episode, much I'll get to more when we pull Taylor's mom out of this box, but, Taylor's mom calls Steven for help with her business. And she says, ask Taylor if you need any help. So we could take this one of two ways. We could either say she just doesn't know and she let her ex-boyfriend do all the work for this, or she's trying to set Steven and Taylor back up. Now, he does end up calling Taylor, which, okay, I'll give her that. I don't love Taylor's mom for a lot of reasons that we'll get to, but maybe she was trying to set them up. I'm really not sure if that was a setup or just, oh, you guys are still friends, you guys can figure out my mistakes with this business thing. Okay, as for Office Girl, I talked about, like, her a lot. We didn't see her that much in this episode, so I don't think we need to talk. But Steven and Office Girl have this ongoing, like, tension, like, it could be a romance. It makes me very mad. Also, Office Girl, I need to mention this because for people who've watched the show, they might be like, what? Office Girl's name is actually Denise. She works in the office with Steven, which is why I called her Office Girl in the original episode, because I did not know what her name was. But I have, since editing the first episode, found out her name. Her name is Denise. I may change that before video number 3. We will see. Okay. Let's get this one. We've got Taylor. If we get Taylor's mom, that would be crazy. We got Annika. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so first Taylor, we definitely see that she is sad with Steven not like deciding to be with her again, which is sad. Her mom makes this comment about her hair and how it does not look cute, and she's like, girly pop, I'm sad. Or she doesn't say that, but like, it's obvious. Also, in the beginning, she's not happy about the engagement, which I think is great. I'm so happy about that. In the book, Taylor is happy about the engagement from the start, so I'm so happy to see that she's not happy about the engagement at first. She does come around, but we'll just pretend like she doesn't. As I was writing this during the thing, I said, Taylor's mom gives I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. We see Taylor's mom a lot in this episode, and the tension between Taylor and Taylor's mom. It obviously seems like a Rory Lorelai situation, but almost not exactly the same, which, I mean, so Rory and Lorelai have this relationship where Lorelai thinks of Rory as her best friend and vice versa. Now, we kind of see this with Taylor's mom. Taylor's mom thinks of Taylor as her best friend. I mean, we see Taylor's mom leaning on her for support on her boyfriend and her business and everything. This is editing, Alice. I have so many thoughts on this topic, so please let me know if you want to see a video just on this topic, because I can make a video that's just all about what I think about the mother-daughter relationships and what's healthy, what's not. Let me know if you want to see that. I'd love to make that. Maybe we would even get the special guest of my mother on here. I don't think she would actually be on here, but let me know if you want to see that. And I think the problem that we see in Gilmore Girls, but is even worse in this show, is Taylor does not see her mom as a best friend. Her mom only sees her as a best friend. And I think it can be okay when the daughter sees the mom as the best friend, but not vice versa. When the mom sees the daughter as the best friend, that is where it's a problem. If the mom sees the daughter as a best friend, that's not okay, because the mom is relying on support from her child to have like support and advice and stuff. I don't like that. Personally, my mom and I have this great relationship, right? But I see her as one of my best friends. She does not see me as one of her best friends. And I think that's the difference, and that's the healthy way to go. Okay, so as for Annika, we start to see her more in this episode. I really wanted to add her in this episode because I feel like we're going to see her more and more. We didn't really see enough to like yap about her, but I think Taylor and Annika's relationship is interesting. Now, I would not say that Taylor loves or hates Annika. We haven't seen anything that makes me believe either way. The one thing I will say is when Belly and Taylor are talking and Taylor comes over to apologize for her actions on and her the start, when Belly sits down with Taylor at the beginning, she's like, Taylor's not happy that Belly's getting engaged. Then she comes to apologize for not being happy, and Taylor's very excited that she's the only person who knows. And she makes a comment that's like, even Annika doesn't know. And I think that kind of shows that Taylor might have some, like, doubt that she's still Belly's best friend. We see, like, maybe Taylor's Belly's best friend. But I can't speak on enough to say that this is true. So I think we'll go and see. But I think they have an okay relationship. They obviously know each other well-ish enough, and so I don't know that we can talk or scheme yet, but I would be interested to see. Okay. We have Jeremiah. Now I actually don't have that much to talk about Jeremiah this episode. We got John. Okay. Okay. So first we're gonna talk about Jeremiah. Honestly, I obviously hate Jeremiah as a person. I hate him. That surf and turf the thing that I mentioned earlier was annoying. But I don't think Jeremiah did anything bad this episode. He didn't do anything great, but he didn't do anything bad. I think him giving that speech was a good thing or whatever. And I would also like to talk about the diss from Adam again. Like, I think that just goes to show their relationship a little bit more and like how annoying Jeremiah and Adam's relationship is. But I really don't have much to say. We just got the diss from Adam and the speech. I think it was good that he made the speech. I think he did a good job, and the diss from Adam is the diss. Okay, as for John, I did talk about this. We obviously see that he wants Laurel bad. He wants Laurel so bad. It's honestly kind of obvious, and I have so many mixed feelings about this. I could make a whole entire video, let me know if you want to see that, just about that relationship and how I sort of have beef with it and I sort of don't. I think that divorced people should never get back together. And I think episode 1 and 2, I talked a lot about how divorced people should never get back together. I was yelling about that for a whole entire 2 minutes. I think this, while I still agree that divorced people should not get back together, it shows that John wants her back. Also, he doesn't go to Susanna's thing, which is different from the book. I don't know how I feel about this. I think that since Belly told all those peeps, but he wasn't there, that might be hurtful to him. And I do feel bad for him a little bit, but I also think he chose not to go, so what can you do? As for John and Jeremiah's relationship, I think we'll see a lot more in the next episode, but right now we don't really know a lot about their relationship. But I think in the next episode, when John finds out that they are engaged, I think there will be some sort of talk between Jeremiah and John, and we'll have more to say. This is a lot more of we'll have more to say. I'm sorry about that. I'm so excited to talk about Conrad, so I hope I get him next. Who'd we get? Conrad! Okay, let's get Agnes. And we got Agnes! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I love Conrad and Agnes's friendship so much. I honestly don't see them together. I think that if Belly wasn't part of the picture, I might ship them. Not gonna lie. But I don't ship them now. I honestly like their friendship. I like that they can joke around with each other, and it's all friends, and it's fun, and it's nice. Okay, as for stuff about Conrad, we have the stare with Belly, and then Jeremiah ruins it. And then Adam being like, oh, there's your little sister, and him being like, how you been, little sis, had me cringing. Ow. And it was so awkward. And then the hug was like, it was like all very awkward. There were a lot of awkward moments between Conrad and Belly this episode, but it also has hope for them being endgame. I need them to get back together. I need them to get back together now. He lies about still working in the clinic. He did not tell them that he got fired, so that's a little sad, but he keeps talking about it, so I don't know. And then not the end panning to sad Conrad at the end of the episode, literally the last part of the episode. He's in this gray suit, and then there's the gray car. Anyway, that was kind of funny, but he's standing there looking sad. The Belly is like getting married, which totally makes sense. I mean, I'd be sad too. Loki, and he's like sad, and it's just, it shows how much he cares for Belly, so I love that. Next we're gonna talk about Agnes. I have a lot to talk about Agnes. I low-key love this girly pop so much. I love their friendship. I think it's so much fun, and I think it was so fun, that coffee thing, the run thing, but then also she went on a date with a dude named Phil, and like Conrad and Agnes were just like laughing about it, and I thought it was so funny. And honestly, like I love Agnes as a person. Maybe we'll get a spin-off show with Agnes. We won't, but I wish. No, we need a spin-off show with Laurel. I need that more. Okay, the last person in the cup, we have Laurel. Who's the last person in this part of the cup? Taylor's mom. Okay, let's talk about Laurel. At the beginning of the episode, we see her taking care of Steven, taking away his screens, like fluffing his pillows. I think this shows that she feels so bad for not being there, especially about the hookup and whatever. We also see her distancing herself from John, which I sort of understand. I don't know, I think that was kind of the best move at this current moment. Maybe we'll see John do something great and she'll want to get back together with him. I don't know what's going to happen with all of that. Again, it was not in the book, so like I have no idea what's going to happen with all that. I want to go back to the money thing and how disrespectful Adam was about that. That makes me so mad. And we can see her uncomfortability, and then her literally paying the check for all that food, even though they never ate it, because she wants to get out of there because she's so mad at Belly and Jeremiah. I mean, I do understand her being that mad about Belly and Jeremiah, and it would have been so awkward and so bad, but I honestly think they should have eaten that food because, like, that was expensive and she didn't even get to eat it. Also, I think that Laurel really, I mean, like, in the book, we see her the most mad out of any of the peeps, but I think it's good that she's mad. I mean, I obviously think that it's very good that she's mad, Team Conrad over here, but I also think that it's good that she's mad because, like, I think we need someone to be mad and stand their ground and make this, like, a conflict so that they break up. But also just in general, I think that there should be someone who's mad. And we got that from Laurel. So thank you, Laurel, for being mad. I don't think Adam would have stayed mad if it weren't for Laurel. Now we have Taylor's mom. So Taylor's mom's business is struggling because she decided that her ex-boyfriend was going to be in charge of all the money stuff. And there's a lot there, but like they're struggling. So she calls Steven and asks for help. She's relying on Taylor for help. She's honestly giving Lorelai Gilmore, and she's giving Lorelai Gilmore in a lot of ways, but she also is going to ask her mother for help. And I think like Emily Gilmore, you know, Emily Gilmore, Lorelai Gilmore, I really wonder how this will go. As for Laurel and Taylor's mom, we definitely see a lot more about them in the book than in the show, but we are also on episode 3, so I'm sure we'll see more. I keep saying that, I'm sure we'll see more. But literally, I think that Taylor's mom is a bit immature, and I'm a little worried about that. Anyway, that is it. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, I cannot believe you watched this video because the last one, no one watched. I was actually mad about that. So, if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. Especially if you haven't seen the show, you're gonna need some context. So definitely go watch that video before you watch this one. But if you already watched it all, then I don't know. Maybe you have the context. I don't know. Hopefully you do. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe as per usual. We have our 44 subscriber goal. We're very close, so make sure you subscribe so that we get to that goal by the end of 2025. Thank you. And also, leave a comment. What do you want to see next? I want to hear from you. Yes, please. And also, follow my Instagram and follow my Fable. I'm always posting on my Fable about books, so if you're a bookish girly, definitely follow my Fable. And I am always posting early releases of videos on my Instagram. You can probably find every single YouTube short I release. It gets released about a day or even 2 days early on Instagram because I don't know how to schedule a post. And so they get released early because I don't know how to schedule a post on Instagram, so I post them on Instagram and then I schedule them on YouTube for whatever day. So you probably get early access to content if you follow my Instagram, so go follow that. And thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys. Oh, if you follow my Instagram, you also get alerts whenever my YouTube videos come out, so definitely just follow. Okay, bye.